panel lined up to discuss with you today the matter of cricket. Ladies and gentlemen, as we give God thanks for his benevolent mercies in allowing us to be on the land of the living, to be at liberty and enjoying sanity, we want to acknowledge him and thank him for those mercies. I have with me today three gentlemen. They will introduce themselves and tell you what their claim to fame is as we discuss the matter of cricket. Some of you, no doubt, might be asking and will be asking, why cricket at a time like this when we are saturated by so many other seemingly consuming issues and events? We will understand the significance, the importance, the relevance of discussing this matter as we proceed. We're going to open the lines after each of the three gentlemen would have had his initial input, and then we wanted to engage us in the discussion on local cricket, by the way. We want to zero in and concentrate on local cricket this morning during Frank and Candid as we engage in a lively, healthy, open, honest, frank and candid discussion on local cricket. And so, I have with me Calvin James, Rodney Baptiste, and all of us are familiar with Jeremiah Lewis, but I don't have him, I have his younger brother, Mikhail Louis. Gentlemen, welcome to Frank and Candid, welcome to ZRA Studio, and welcome to the opportunity and privilege of engaging with the members not only of the diaspora, but local residents and citizens here in St. Kitts and Nevis, and all those who are tuned into Frank and Candid today. Cricket, local cricket. What are your views? What is it you have to share with us today, gentlemen? Over to you.
Good morning to our listening audience. Calvin James here. We have decided to come together to really bring awareness in the community in regarding local cricket redevelopment. As we have observed, being cricketers and being part of our cricket club, which incidentally was the Veterans Cricket Club, and changed its name to Caribbean All-Stars Cricket Club over the years. And we have observed that cricket has really declined over the years, and our team really and truly have not got any games in the latter years when they had club cricket. So we thought, having seen what's going on, we thought that it would be useful for us to really make awareness and see how we can get solutions to solve this problem, because we are of the view that the St. Kitts Cricket Association has not been doing enough to promote junior cricket development, namely primary schools, secondary schools, and community cricket in a competitive way and sustained all year long. So we thought by bringing awareness and getting input from the general public and bringing some suggestions and ideas that we have, this may bring some awareness and might find solutions where we can really recreate cricket. One of the things that we have observed over the years is that...
before you continue, you speak of we. Explain to the audience who is the we.
Well, as I said, we are part of the Caribbean All-Stars Cricket Club. I'm being the president, and we have members of the cricket team here.
Right, so you are the Caribbean All-Stars Cricket
Yes.
Club, and the three of you represent that entity.
Basically, yes.
Very well.
Although they're not really active now because there's no club cricket in St. Kitts.
Okay.
So I just want to make that clear. I'm here in that capacity.
Right.
Or we are here in that capacity. So we thought that this is a good opportunity for us to have a candid discussion, as the program so dictates, frank and candid discussion, and find positive solutions, and of course we're going to get some of the challenges that we have encountered over the years that caused us to be in this demise, because this go back a long time. So we believe that having this dialogue with the public, it will definitely help and open the eyes of a lot of us, particularly this time when we need to come together and we need to develop our youngsters, both male and female, in cricket development. Cricket is a business, and there's a lot of opportunities there for cricket, but we have not seen it coming through locally from our local cricket association, and that is one of the reasons why we thought we'd come here and let's get some feedback from the public.
So very well. Okay, a number of things you mentioned there. Cricket is on the decline. I'm wondering whether there is any member in the listening audience who would disagree with that or who would want to support you on that. That cricket is on, local cricket that is on the decline, and perhaps regional and international cricket as well. But for the purposes of today's discussion, we're focusing on local cricket. It is on the decline, and the local cricket association is not doing enough to address the matter. But cricket is a business, and like any other business, there is potential for individuals to do well, make a living from it. It's been a business. Thank you very much for your introduction. That was Calvin James, and we go over now to his compatriot.
Rodney Baptiste, and I am here as a fellow club member of Caribbean All-Stars Cricket Club with Calvin James and Michael Louis. The club started out as a veterans cricket club. Originally, I represented the ECCB Hard Cash while employed there quite some years ago. And we are here to have a frank and candid discussion on the redevelopment of local cricket, and to say to the Cricket Association that they really and truly need to put more into the development of local cricket, especially having more local tournaments, more competitions, and we would like to see more of the local grounds being developed as well. There are quite a number of cricket grounds throughout St. Kitts being pretty flat and having quite a number of cricket grounds spread across the length and breadth of the island, but the grounds are not being developed as they ought to, as they should, and we are not satisfied with the amount of local club cricket that the Cricket Association has been hosting in recent times. And it seems to us more or less that the Cricket Association has become dormant and not really doing enough to push cricket here in St. Kitts, to promote the game, market the game, and to show people that cricket is in truth and in fact, it is indeed a big business. And if more attention is given to it, the game can actually bounce back, because we are actually seeing a case whereby cricket is more or less on the decline and more or less dying here in St. Kitts. So we have come together as a group. We actually have a cricket chat named Cricket in St. Kitts and Nevis. So we are not only catering for St. Kitts, we are also looking at partnering and cooperating with the folks on the sister isle of Nevis. So essentially, in a nutshell, the whole idea of the redevelopment of local cricket and paying more attention to the development of local cricket grounds. That is the message we want to get across to the local cricket association and the cricketing fraternity. So we would like the local business entities, local business corporations and so forth to come on board with us as we go forward, to sell the idea that there are quite a lot that can be obtained from cricket. So we are here for a frank and candid discussion with the public, and we are quite willing to engage the general public.
Okay, thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, I turn you over now to the youngest member of the panel, Michael Louis.
Good afternoon to the listeners. This is the voice of Michael Louis. I represented the St. Kitts at all the junior levels, at the senior level, the Leeward Islands at all the junior levels, and I played for the West Indies under 19. Calvin came to me a couple of weeks ago asking me how things are with the cricket, and I was explaining to him how there is no assistance, no cricket to be played. The only how you can play cricket nowadays is if you travel and go overseas, and that's not good, because fellas from other parts of the region playing cricket 24/7, so when it's time that we play against them, they always have the upper hand and the advantage. And he asked me if I would like to do an interview on ZIZ speaking about these issues, and that's why we're here today.
So Mikhail, you are a practicing cricketer.
Yeah.
Yes. You're a practicing cricketer.
Yes.
Right. And you, even at your young age, you're still a teenager. You're experiencing the latter phase of that demographic. You have a lot of cricket involvement in your belt. You said you've represented St. Kitts and in various levels.
Yes.
So, if I may ask you, what has been your experience generally? Have you found cricket and involvement in cricket to be satisfying, or is it too taxing? Does it demand a hell of a lot that you think a lot of youngsters can't afford to satisfy, or do you think it is something that most young people should be able to engage in?
Well, firstly, Dr. Blake, cricket is an expensive sport. So cricket gears, most children my age, they don't have the parents to buy the cricket gears for them, and I think that's where the association should assist with someone who has the potential and the determination to play for the West Indies. But in terms of practice and training wise, I don't think cricket has such a high demand in practice that a youngster from St. Kitts cannot play for the West Indies. I think it is possible.
Well, playing for the West Indies should be the ultimate aim.
Yes.
That should be the crowning jewel, as it were. As we've had a number of persons from Nevis who have already achieved that feat, and other islands in the Caribbean, almost every other island, except, of course, we haven't done so as yet. But a fellow like you, who already played at certain high levels, do you personally have aspirations of getting there? And what do you think it will take for you or for any other Kittitian to be the first person to represent St. Kitts at the West Indies level?
Well, to be honest, Dr. Blake, with the association help on that, I will play for the West Indies. From a young age, my father taught me that if you want anything in life, you have to work hard. So I've been working hard, and I would like the assistance. I would like a little assistance in terms of facilities and this sort of stuff. But I will prefer those things.
No, this is interesting, ladies and gentlemen, and we're going to open the lines, like I said, shortly. But Mikhail Louis, younger brother of Jeremiah, is insisting that he will play for the West Indies sooner or later. We love that kind of expression of confidence coming from our youngsters. But he's suggesting, in fact, he's insisting that he needs assistance. Mikhail, tell us some more as to be a bit more detailed. What kind of assistance are you seeking, would you like to get? And who do you think is best placed to provide that assistance? What kind of assistance? Give us some detail. And who do you think is best placed? You have a pen? Right. Talk to us about that.
Well, firstly, Dr. Blake, I'm not only a cricketer, I am an athlete. So proper use of gym facilities would be of great help. I go to the gym at Life Fitness Center, but I have to pay with my own money. Training facilities. Me and my father, when I was traveling to Grenada for I was in this training camp, we used to go to Candid every morning at 5 in the morning. But then after a while, I don't know if it's because of us, they decided to lock the gates. So he had to go to the Ministry of Sports for him to get a key first to enter the ground. Because if he didn't get a key, would have no other means of practicing. So let me see, the gym facilities, training grounds, and pitch preparation.
Okay, carry on.
We have no pitches in St. Kitts for us to practice on. We have to always practice on concrete, and in that game you practice on the turf, the clay. So
no facilities in St. Kitts, or that's the entire island, or you're limiting yourself to Bastia?
Well, I would say Bastia because I never...
You live in Bastia?
Yeah, I live in Bastia. I take those. I've never practiced in the countryside.
So these are some of the forms of assistance that you're asking for?
Yeah.
So who do you think is best positioned to provide that? The Department of Sport, the Cricket Association, your association that you're part of now, business community, the people in general? somebody to come on board as a sponsor? Who do you think should really? Who are you hoping to step forward to provide this kind of assistance?
Well, Mr. Blake, if we were allowed to use the grounds, that would be a great help. Sometimes you're at the ground and they will tell you that you don't have permission to be there. But I think all the associations, all the thing could come together and help. All of them.
All of the
cricket associations.
Cricket associations.
Yeah.
Community.
I see. All right. Well, maybe your colleague can help you with that.
Yeah.
Any one of you wishes to?
Yeah, I like to follow up with what Kyle. We call him Kyle.
Sure.
Kyle said, and expound a little bit on the opportunities for cricket facilities. Over the years, Bastia, and we're starting from Bastia. I don't want to think we're forgetting any other area. We're starting from Bastia because Bastia used to be the mecca of cricket. We have lost all our local cricket grounds in Bastia over the years. We used to play cricket, for an example, at Patsy Alice, no cricket. We used to play at Greenlands, no cricket. We used to play at the Gardens, no cricket. We played at the paddock, no cricket. The grounds are now taken over by other sports. And nothing is wrong with that. What we are saying is that the Cricket Association has not come up with any alternative. A youngster in Limekeel has to find his way over to Connery grounds for a practice game. When he reached there, he got to get permission. Before time, you could have got a community group, you could get a few kids together, you can go down to the park for an hour or two, and you can start practicing and teaching cricket, especially in the youths, male and female. These are the areas that we think that is really challenging, and we're not blaming any government for this. We believe that the Cricket Association should spearhead this. They should be able to do what we're doing here. Get on the radio and get involved with community groups. For an example, we need to have primary and secondary school East Zone cricket development, Central Zone cricket development, and West Zone cricket development, in addition to community cricket. Along with that, those champions teams from the respective zones should be able to go to Warner Park and play semi-finals and finals at Warner Park. Just like how the inter-schools cricket can go to Kim Collins International Stadium and have competition. Just like how the Football Association can have international and local games playing at the football stadium. Why local cricket champions from primary school all the way up cannot utilize Warner Park cricket facilities? These are some of the areas that we believe can be helpful to have cricket advance. In addition to that, with the community involvement, we have Irish Town, Newtown, we have over at the Bladen Taylors area, we have all around within Bastia, and then we expand to the rural and we expand to Nevis. So we'll have a whole embryo of cricket development that's going all year round, and I want to emphasize that.
Well, what has led to the decline, to the loss of these cricket grounds? Is it tied to the fact that West Indies has not been doing well, or that Sinkis has not put a man on the West Indies team, and so local interest in cricket has deteriorated? What has led to the loss of these cricket grounds?
All of the above. And I say all of the above, meaning that the Cricket Association that really is supposed to be the governing body of cricket.
Right.
They're supposed to lead. When last have you heard anybody from the Cricket Association advertise cricket? Cricket is being played at Warner Park and we don't even know. Nobody have any interaction with the public at large cricket. There is no competition. There is no coaches going into schools. There is no school program. We need a holistic school program for cricket to bring it to the schools and get the education department to approve it. And get the coaches, certified coaches, to participate in implementing the coaching programs, including nutrition, including injury, a holistic approach. I believe this is the area we need to go. If you have to look at the other sports over the years, look how football have escalated. Look what football is doing in different communities. Why we can't have cricket playing in all the communities?
So your argument, gentlemen, would be that you would like to see one or two grounds dedicated to cricket.
Correct.
On which no other sport is played. For example, we know we have football and volleyball and netball and so on, and no other sport is allowed there.
Well, no.
Is that what we're saying?
No.
Would that be a good thing?
Well, I don't like to say no other sports. I like to look in collaboration.
Well, around the world, in the Caribbean and around the world, there are special grounds which are exclusive to particular sports.
Yes. Well, that's the primary sport for the ground, so they'll give them priority. But if
I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about this priority. They are given exclusive access. No other sport is allowed on those grounds. I'm familiar with that kind of
Well,
arrangement.
I really would not.
So I'm asking you this what you'd like to see happening in St. Kitts?
I really would not advocate that in
Okay.
the sense. The reason why, because we are brothers keeper, and I feel as though if we are not using the ground and another sporting event want to use the ground for anything, I believe we could accommodate that.
Yeah, but then your argument, then you're kind of contradicting yourself, because your argument is that you should have cricket on an ongoing,
Yes,
all
and
year
yes,
round basis.
yeah, but
so there will not
doesn't
be a
mean 7
time
days a
when the
week.
grounds. Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't mean 7 days a week. Obviously, that's the point I'm making.
Alright.
You know,
Okay.
it's just like the football association or the Kim Collins. People jog around the Kim Collins stadium. You know.
So what is the relationship, Rodney, I don't know if you want to attempt this answer here, between the relationship between your association, the All Stars Cricket Club, formerly the Veterans Club, and the Cricket Association?
Well,
Are you a member of the Cricket Association?
yes,
I don't mean as an individual, I mean as a group.
Yes, I understand the question.
Mhm.
The All-Stars Cricket Association, formerly the Veterans Cricket Club,
Right.
is a member of the local cricket association, because in order for a club or a team to participate in the local competition, one has to register as a member of the local cricket association. So the Caribbean All-Stars cricket team is indeed, in fact, an officially registered member
Mhm.
of the local cricket association.
So if members of this association were to lobby for leadership of the Cricket Association, don't you think that would be a means of addressing the serious issue with respect to the decline in cricket? In other words, you would now be leaders of that association, and so you can take the charge.
Of course, because
So is that part of your strategy?
at the annual general meetings, the various clubs will have to send representatives of the individual clubs, and if they so desire, they can participate in the elections of the executive of the St. Kitts Cricket Association. So that is not an impossibility, and of course, looking down the road, I guess there are some foresights towards that.
Let me just jump in
Sure.
here if I don't mind. Currently, in my understanding, we really don't have any cricket clubs, you know. We haven't played any club cricket here for years.
Okay.
So in truth
That's
and in fact,
important.
I mean, this situation here, we are not a paid up member at this current time, being
Right.
president of our club, right? As a matter of fact, we haven't even received any correspondence recently from the Cricket Association. You know, there's really no club structure in place right now. You have a Molyneux and Keon, you know, cricket club joint, and then, you know, you pick up 25 guys and you select the island team from that. So there's really no structure in place. That's a loss, and that's the reason why we're here. We're here really to bring that back, as we say, redevelopment of local
Right.
cricket, and the redevelopment starts from the feeder, which is the primary and secondary school and community school cricket. If you don't have that, you can't have clubs, and that's the point we're making.
Right.
We must be able to advance this and be able to, I will use the word to say, aggressively encourage and promote junior, primary school and high school cricket and community cricket for us to advance club cricket, national cricket, Leeward Islands cricket and West Indies cricket.
Okay. Clearly, there's a link, almost an hierarchical link, where, and I agree with you, it must start at the very basic fundamental
Yes.
level and
for
build its way
sustenance.
upward.
And for sustenance too.
Right. So, how do we begin? How is this process begun? Apart from public fora, apart from sensitizing the public in general, what concrete measures, what other concrete measures can you guys or can we as a people take in order to ensure that we move from just talk to action?
This is where we start, because we need the public to give us some guidance. We don't want to just go and do things as we feel or we believe. We want the public to say, hey, you agree or we disagree, or they can give us some ideas and tips how to go forward. But we feel as though by starting in the schools, even after schools program, in a primary school, in secondary schools, and then you have community. And then from those champions, you go to Warner Park and the parents and everybody come in. To me, that's a start. Then we can approach sponsorship. Then we could have fundraisers. When last did the St. Kitts Cricket Association had a fundraiser? They're waiting for sponsors. I really sorry to be sounding like this.
No, you're being frank and
What I'm
candid.
saying is, we have not heard of any fundraiser for the past 15 years since I returned here from Canada, of any fundraiser from the St. Kitts Cricket Association. They keep on telling us every year they're waiting for sponsorship. If you don't get sponsorship from Lime or from Flo or from Digicel or whoever it is, we can't play a cricket league.
That's not good enough.
That's not good enough.
But I remember the days when cricket was played, as a youngster growing up, cricket was played everywhere.
That's right.
Including in the streets.
That's right.
Every open pasture was a cricket field, and we cut off the top part of a coconut bowl and use that as the bat.
I use a garbage bag.
And use
a garbage bag for the
amazing. Remember the days, of course, when a bicycle tire tube was used to make our balls.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
And everyone was interested in cricket. In fact, cricket far superseded football at that time. But the argument here, or the suggestion here, is that someone or someones have allowed cricket to fall from its level of prominence to a point where it is now almost in rigor mortis. We're going to open the lines. 465-2555. Feel free to call us.
If I can just add.
And right after Mr. James has made this point, we're going to take a station break. And when we return, we're going to expect our listening audience to call in. Make your point, Mr. James.
I wanted to really give some commendation in all my critiques that I've made earlier. But I really need to give commendation to Mr. Sam Nariani, or Narish Nariani, for over the past 25, 30 years. He has been with the Ministry of Sport, which again I must give commendation to recent time Mr. Wilshire and those before him, for really joining with him to help to promote the youngsters for the competitive cricket that brought towards St. Kitts and I believe Nevis also for the development cricket. But where's the association to support that and to continue that? What I'm saying, Mr. Samia Narian has been Sun Island Close, has been doing this for years.
Right, Sun Island Close.
You're hearing them on the radio, you're hearing information about them. Have you heard anything from any executive member from the Cricket Association? Any programs are in place? Any coaches going and say, hey, this is a program we want to propose to the Ministry of Sports? Is any schools that being adopted or anybody's going into the schools to say, hey, what are we doing for the youngsters, male and female? These are the hardcore questions that I would like to bring to the public. And I believe that these need to be addressed.
Very well. Let's hear what our listening audience thinks when we come back after this station break.
This message is for every business owner in St. Kitts and Nevis. Jumpstart your business and set yourself apart from your competitors with an advertising solution from ZIZ Radio, ZIZ Television, or
The Frigate Bay Strip is going through a major transformation right now. Forget what you know about the strip in the past. When we're finished with this project, the Frigate Bay Strip will have bathrooms, gazebos, a boardwalk on the beach, enhanced visitor center, police outposts for boosted security, improved green parking, roads, sidewalk, jogging trails, enhanced landscaping, all to enhance the overall visitor experience. Our people will benefit tremendously from this, and so too will our guests when tourism restarts. With an enhanced visitor experience, the Frigate Bay Strip will provide new opportunities for locals to make money when tourism eventually returns to the island.
The Caribbean Sea is a lifeline for millions of people. They depend on its health for food security, jobs, and livelihoods. Yet this ocean wealth is under threat. Decades ago, many
Candid Candid on ZIZ Radio, and we welcome you to engage us in discussion on Frank and Candid. We are talking the development of local cricket. We're going to take our first call. Welcome, caller.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Blake.
Good morning to you, sir.
And Mr. James and the other guy there, I don't remember his name. But anyway,
Right,
good morning
Baptiste
to everybody,
and
the whole panel.
Yes, good morning.
Yeah.
Good morning.
That's Eddie James.
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Okay, then you know me then.
Yes, I got you loud and clear, man.
All right,
We
clear.
go back since in Edmonton.
Hush your noise. I want to say up the year with cricket, and I observed this for years. Now, I'm going to talk about my own experience in cycling. There are a lot of people who talk about the games, and they're telling you what should be done. But for them to step in now and actually carry the weight of it, like the executive, the answer is no. But they want to say the name down on the paper, the letterhead. When we had the Cycling Association, actually it was the participant had to be the executive.
Yeah.
So when we don't train around the island every day, we go up a cane range, go sit down, go have meeting, and decide how we're going to organize the next meet. When you look, all who name on papers, they come in dress and they're standing up in the crowd like other spectators, and they come into show no work. So we have to carry the load now for St. Kitts cricket to get anywhere. Number one, they have to have regular competition between us and Nevis. The more you train, the better you come. But that is not happening. And for the cricket to get anywhere, the cricketers themselves who batting with the bat and bowling with the ball, they themselves going to have to take over the executive part of the Cricket Association. Because for the time cricket has been going on in St. Kitts, and the amount of cricket field and ground we have, they should have been much higher than where they are. Look at Nevis. Nevis people ain't got as much ground down here, but the whole of Nevis is interested in cricket. And it's a shame that the Cricket Association had to come to We the Cycling Association one time and ask for to have a meeting in the park for the help and raise fund. And we went and they did make the money that they wanted to travel. So why can't they raise the fund from their own sport? Because what? The cricketers, the girls who play in the game, they are the executive and they can't be here and there and everywhere. And that is the problem. Thank you very much, gentlemen.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that. We have another caller. Welcome, caller.
Good morning, Brother Blake.
Good morning to you, sir.
And good morning to Mr. Baptiste and Mr. James and the young cricket guy there.
Definitely.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, good morning.
Now, in my days coming up, each village, almost each village had a cricket team.
Yes.
Was a cricket team. We traveled right around the country playing cricket.
That's right.
And almost each village had a cricket playground.
That's right.
A ground to play on. Even the little boys here, where boys west warm, where the playground over there. But into housing project now. And that's a lot of cricketers hoop, like Luther Kelly, Leonard Harris, and all those star wall play on that cricket field over there. And I believe that if that way it must continue, I believe that we'll see more of our cricketers than and the West Indies team. But unfortunately enough, that ain't happened. Because back in the 70s going up to the 80s, a lot of cricket used to play around the country, you know. Every weekend we go on tour.
Yeah.
Play cricket all over.
Definitely.
Yes. And to me, youngster, I believe that you say that you're an athlete and you play cricket and all those things and you want help. I believe that the standard of cricket now in the Caribbean and different parts of the world now, how large cricket be now. I believe these business places need to look into you people like you and others what they're interested in and sponsor you all gives. We are supporting them. You understand? Because when you all go out there and you all represent St. Kitts and Nevis, you representing them too as a business in this country. Look at the CPL who come here. When you think the CPL come here, you think the business places don't make money off of the CPL? They make plenty money off the CPL. So I believe that these business places are supposed to look into it too and raise our young men and women in the federation standard of sport in the country. Not just sit back and look back and you say you all want help and don't pay attention to you all. I believe something needs to be done. Because I don't understand. Up to now, we cannot get a player on the West Indies side, up to now. Not even a player on the CPL side. Anyway, man, wonderful program, as usual. God bless.
Yes.
God bless.
Thanks to you, man. All right. We have, okay.
Okay. I like to address that,
Sure.
that matter there concerning the business. The business or agencies here or companies here, they need directives again from the governing body of local cricket. The St. Kitts Cricket Association must be the lead. They must be able to go to the business and let them know their needs and what the business will receive. Business is not going to give money unless they know what benefit they will be receiving.
Yeah, they must have a plan.
They must be able to have a plan.
Yeah,
the Cricket Association need to have a plan for coaching, a plan for promotion, a plan for marketing, and that must be exposed to the public or to the members of the association. We need to really move cricket as a formalized business. You know, the youngsters, I repeated before, from Limekeel has to go to Connery grounds to play cricket, and there's no surety that the grounds will be open. Before time we could have go to Patsy Alice. Before time we could have go to the Limekeel grounds behind the brewery. Before time we could have go to what's it there at the Greenlands Park and so forth. Is no grounds within Bastille where youngsters can play cricket, and that is the point I'm raising right now. But when you go to Connery, the Connery Force can play cricket there. The Keyon Force can play cricket at the grounds. Moneyus can play at the grounds. St. Paul's have 2 grounds. Sandy Point have a ground. Virtues have a ground. Everybody in the rural area have a ground where they could play cricket. Why not Bastille? Why the Cricket Association don't say, look, let us look at possibility of using some primary school grounds on a tentative basis? Can we approach the education department and say, look, can we be able to set up a cricket ground here, let's say in Taylor's and another area where we can say, hey guys, you can come to Taylor's in the afternoon and play cricket at any time, like we used to do at the Bastille High School grounds? These are the points. These are the fundamental points, ladies and gentlemen.
Now, before we hear from the others, Culture was suggesting that it might take a situation where the actual players become the executive members of the Cricket Association, and then, you know, things will happen. I was making the same point earlier. If you guys, as members of the Our Stars Cricket Association, if you become leaders of the St. Kitts Cricket Association, then of course we know that action will be the name of the game. So maybe that is something we need to consider. We have another caller. Let's take him or her.
Yes, good morning.
To you, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning.
To everybody there. And my friend, what's his name? His dad was a contractor.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
That's James, right?
Yes.
Yes, what's up, bro?
I'm good, man. Good to hear your voice.
I ain't see you for a while, man.
Man, I'm still here. You know, sometimes you have,
Okay.
He's still batting. He's still
Let me
batting.
just put him a little bit here.
yeah, COVID have everybody covered up, man. COVID.
Yeah, this is one thing I always ask myself.
Yes.
We have a cricket ground in Bastille. That's the park.
Yes.
We have it like some, I don't know what to really say.
White elephant.
Yeah, untouchable. Nobody can go there to play.
Right, sacrosanct.
I believe
holy
that
place.
youngsters and them would feel good if they could play cricket on the Warner's Park. But lockdown for months, no cricket going on there. And I agree with Mr. James. Want to play in the park. You want them to be playing a game in the park, maybe once every month or so. Gonna mash up the pitch?
But it's a cricket
Where
pitch.
the park locked in the cricket there? This is all my contention. I'm not a cricket fan. I love cricket when it's like a 2 day and 10 more rounds to make. I like that. But they need to open up the park. Give the youngsters the chance to play in the park. That's why we can't put a cricket up to now on the West Indian side. And cricket was between, well, me and not they put any yet, but it was St. Kitts, Nevis, and Antigua. St. Kitts, Nevis, and Antigua. When St. Kitts, Nevis, and Antigua playing, that's cricket. All of a sudden now, up to now years, we can't put somebody in the thing. They need to open the park, man. Like Mr. James said, they need to open the park. Let people go and play cricket in the park. One day can mash at maybe a 10 hours or so, can mash at the park. That's my input.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we have a response? Oh, we have another caller. Let's take him first. Maybe we can take your notes as per usual.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Welcome to Frank and Candid.
Yes, good morning, sir. Well, we have open line today?
No, we're discussing cricket, sir. Local cricket, sir.
Local cricket, oh my.
Redevelopment or the redevelopment of local cricket, Carl.
The redevelopment of that. You mean in this corona time?
That's what we're discussing now.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, what is the plans for that? Are we planning to open back up practice and go to playing some matches?
Yes.
Yeah, that's your question? Because I want to give the caller time to make his point before.
The thing is, for several years now, local cricket has been getting a lot of knockbouts. I remember there was a time when we had 3 cricket leagues.
That's right.
We had what we call first division or premier. We had second and we had third division. And we used to have those seasons finished with champions moving on, our teams dropping down. For several years we have several committees that said that are elected and set in place to run cricket, and we all know, we don't even have to discuss that. We all know what has happened. Those leagues can't finish, stop and start and thing. Unfortunately, through all of that, we still managed to win a number of tournaments, quite fortunately. What I am proposing is that we have all these cricket leagues, we have the under 19 and under 14 and all kind of things, but yet we are yet to produce a West Indies star. And for we who were playing so much cricket, we had the Leeward Island tournament, and we used to go on to a number of islands, play a number of teams, and the national teams and things, and yet we can't produce. What is the problem? The question is, what is the problem why we yet fail to produce one star for the senior West Indies team, or one nomination for the senior West Indies team? What we are not doing that all the other islands are doing, that they can produce players and stars for the senior West Indies team, are gone.
Okay, that's a question we've been discussing for years. Let's take another caller.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning, sister.
Yes, okay. Concerning the cricket, we have tournaments at Connery playing field. There's no one going to see the game. They only want to see CPM. And as far as I know, the cricket grounds are owned by the government, so I want to know why they're bashing the Cricket Association. And Mr. James, what have you done when you were there? That's what I want to know. Thank you.
Okay, now that's an important point to make, that even when there are games at Connery, there is very little spectatorship. Let's take this other caller.
I want to.
Yeah, take note because we're going to give you a time to address that. Yes, sir.
Hello, Mr. Blake.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm back.
Come right back.
Now, we have one white elephant, and it's 11 years now. That elephant ain't moved. That's the one over there, the giddy upness. The horse track.
Oh, yes, okay.
Okay. Land there could have been used for some other sporting event, or maybe housing, whatsoever it is. Well, that's an elephant. And then we got another elephant in Boston, which is Warner Park. Any youngster going Warner Park, go play cricket and whatever pitch. You know what elevation that gives to that player? He's going to feel like he's a professional because he's playing in Warner Park, and he's going to encourage other people to do like him. Let's go by, we're going to Warner Park.
Mm.
You can't have that in there, and the cricketers, they may come into nothing because what? They don't have no good wicket, no good pitch to play on. When you go in Warner Park, just in name to know you're in Warner Park, you know how you feel. So it needs to be opened up. Let the practice on that. You can't mash up a pitch. Practicing in the same cricket, them professionals gonna come and play.
Exactly.
So it's time to open it up, man. Too many people also taking the lead and responsibility for our facilities here. Look at the cricket field over Cairn. A lot of business places, they had their business advertised on the wall. And because some big country were coming here, they had to rub off the business places off the wall. And up to now, they ain't gone back on. But the business going and contributing to the economy. We got to look into those things. Ours is ours. We can't go over there and tell them take off the name after that, the cricket ground fence. Because what, we small and the big? No, we got to get over that, man. Thanks again, gentlemen.
Very well. We have yet another caller. We're going to give you a chance to respond, so make sure you take notes, gentlemen. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Yes. Firstly, my name is Charles Morton, and I am the Vice President of the St. Kitts Cricket Association.
Very well.
And I am listening to your program with keen interest, and I find it very interesting that a program like this does not have the no body from the association was invited to make a contribution, especially if you are discussing cricket. You need to have a background and you need to have inside information rather than persons doing like what they normally do for most of the programs, just have opinions and don't have facts. And so it is incumbent on persons like yourself who house and host these programs that you reach out to the appropriate authorities so that you can have an informed position, as well as persons who want to make a contribution.
That point is well taken, and that very point was discussed with the men.
Situation, yes, I just want to make a point, and then I'll allow you to ask me a question if you want. You are having a situation where persons are now exposing non-factual information that is going to create or can create a negative perception of the game. And I think that is the situation, right? And I think it's important that when you are attempting to have something like this, that you reach out to the appropriate authority. And I will pause here and I'll wait for your question if you have one or any comment.
Right.
And then I will end with another comment.
Well, I prefer you. Did you make your complete intervention now? Because we, when you come off the line, we're going to give the representatives here time to respond.
Yeah, but that is an unfair position. That is the point.
Yeah, but that is how it has to be, Charles, because we don't have a lot of time.
What is going to happen is that I will say something, and then you'll have a rebuttal or you'll have a statement made, and there is no opportunity for a response because.
But the format of the show does not allow for that kind of the time is so limited. We don't have time for that.
So that is the issue. But I will.
So I apologize for that, but that is how it has to be.
I have made my point,
yeah,
and I will leave it there, and I will wait to see what is the outcome in terms of whether an invitation will be made for the persons who are in charge of cricket in the country to give their perspective.
Precisely.
Okay, so thanks, and have a pleasant day.
Yeah, thank you very much. Much appreciated.
Right, goodbye.
We're going to take our final call and then leave the rest of the time for you guys to make your wrap up. We have another caller. You're the final caller. Welcome to Franklin Candid. Hello? Hello?
I agree with opening cricket from the primary school. Sometimes they just have the fellas and you have little girls play better than some of the boys them.
That's right.
And they need to expose them from the primary school coming up.
Right.
Because I experienced it with the youngest little girl and the female team that I have right now.
Fine.
Was in the back burner seat until they had whatever, like when they have summer, whatever, when she shine in front of who are accustomed to go play cricket in the primary level. And when they have cricket down here with Nevis and St. Kitts, the people don't come out and support it. Even when they go to Nevis to play, Nevis people go out and support the Nevis. And you want to come on St. Kitts. And it just looks so bad to see Nevis shine up. St. Kitts when they go play in their own community in Nevis. And in St. Kitts, like the players and maybe one or two people. They have a bad, nobody to come and look like support it. And it's real bad, and they need to start back up this cricket and the community cricket. I had loved that. They used to play cricket too, and they need to bring it back. But the young people will have something to do, positive. I'm enjoying the program.
Thank you very much, and that was our final caller. We are going to dedicate the remaining minutes to the panel for them to respond to some of the very salient comments made by our callers, including, of course, the assertion that the panel is presenting non-factual information and that there should have been a counter voice. This is an issue which I did raise with you guys, as you very well know, and I am certainly open to the idea of having the St. Kitts Cricket Association, which is being accused, as it were, of inaction or insufficient action, to come and present their view of the matter of cricket and cricket development in St. Kitts. Over to you guys, and you'll take it seriatim, one after the other. Who goes first? Because
okay, I think I'll take a couple of minutes here just to address a couple of the matters that was raised. I think when you call it there, I recognize the voice to Mr. Charles Morton.
But he did identify himself.
Yeah. He mentioned about inaccuracy of information that we have disseminated this morning. He didn't say anything specific, because I believe everything that we have said here this morning is the truth that we have experienced as a team, as an individual. Okay? The fact that we have not heard anything from the Cricket Association about promoting cricket. Cricket being in the park, and we have any member of the Cricket Association to come on the radio or tell us that cricket is being played in the park. That's the first thing I'd like to bring. The other thing again, this has not been addressed, but I think we need to put it. And I raised these issues within the cricket club. There's a caller who mentioned, what have I done? I was never a member of the executive of the St. Kitts Cricket Association. I want to make that clear. So I raise it within the Cricket Association. And it's because I'm not hearing anything while I'm here in public. This is something to raise awareness. We want the public at large to understand some of the problems that we have experienced within the Cricket Association. So it's not a matter what have I done. I've raised these issues. For an example, I raised the issues about having the primary school and secondary schools cricket since in Ingleton time in every executive. Written documentation I've done. So I mean, I just want to really bring that point thing. I don't subscribe to the fact that we should have the Warner Park open, in the sense to have everybody come in willy-nilly. I believe that we can have like secondary areas, like I mentioned about the Branty Welch, is it? Branty Welch School near between
yes,
Washi?
That's Taylor.
No,
Taylor's. Taylor's Park. Taylor's ground.
Between Washi and Beach Allen.
Yeah. We could use that as a cricket ground for Central Bass there. You could go and play any time. But when we have the semi-finals and the finals, we should be able to use Warner Park Cricket Stadium. So at least you would not have the regular wear and tear on the grounds, especially when you have international games. So that is an opportunity for the youngsters to get an opportunity to feel what it's like to play an international venue, international cricket pitch. You know?
Now, Mr. Morton mentioned that the discussion this morning leads or lends to the creation of a negative perception of the game. I thought maybe he meant a negative perception of the Cricket Association, because I'm trying to understand how this discussion here can lead to the development of a negative perception of the game of cricket.
Yeah.
When in fact we are trying to explain that cricket is extremely critical, that it matters, that cricket is a business, that cricket has a lot of benefits and can take young people places. So I'm just hoping that maybe that was a misspeak on his part. But we're going to hear from the rest of you, because we just have about less than 5 minutes left. Yes, sir. Okay, let's take this caller from St. Martin, and he has just 60 seconds. Sorry about that, sir, but you have 60 seconds. Thank you very much for calling from St. Martin.
Hey, good morning to everyone there over there in St. Kitts.
Good morning, Danko. How are you doing?
Boy, I'm here just giving thanks, and I'm hiding and giving thanks.
Well, we have to hide. COVID made all of us hide.
Yeah, I'm here. Interesting program,
yes.
Very nice. I like it. At the same time, though, I just want to back the point a little with Mr. Morton, Charles Morton, to give the association a chance to be there. But nevertheless, the program done went on. Nice to see Mr. Calvin and the youngster, Louis.
Yeah.
You know, I know he said I got 50 seconds. I'm going to round up very quickly now. It is very difficult and hard to see what is happening over there in St. Kitts, especially with so many cricket grounds that we have. And I just pray and hope, somebody could step up to the plate without money. When I say without money, without needing any pay, to at least start back to organize cricket in the communities, in the different areas, and also without the person responsible for the ground charging them any big money. So, 50 seconds, a little bit good program. Please get the Cricket Association up there for the next showdown. Thanks again. Have a blessed day.
Thank you, and absolutely, I promise you now, here and now, that definitely the Cricket Association will be invited at their convenience, at its convenience, to be on the panel here, to be on Frank and Candid ASAP. Let's hear from Mr. Baptiste and then from Kyle himself.
Yeah, with respect to cricket grounds, I mean, I have actually numbered some 21 grounds throughout St. Kitts and Nevis, and if we're looking at just Bastille alone, I have something like 11 grounds throughout Bastille only. So I mean, St. Kitts is not short of grounds, and right, and the idea is the ground should be developed. So in other words, more pitches should be prepared, and we should have more competitions. Even wind ball cricket competitions should be held. The softball version. Yeah, the Antiguans, they even have radio commentaries on softball cricket. So being a regional cricket commentator, having been a regional cricket commentator and having been in St. Kitts since 1994, I started doing commentaries here in 1998. So it's been quite a long time, and I believe that a lot more can be done in St. Kitts to enhance and to develop cricket throughout St. Kitts and Nevis. You can have competitions between, one caller alluded to that, you can have competitions between the primary schools of Nevis and the primary schools of St. Kitts. The primary schools of Nevis, they can be involved in the high school competition because Nevis, I believe, they only have 2 high schools. But nonetheless, you can have that interaction between the 2 islands and do as much as possible to enhance the game, do as much as can be done to develop the game, because the potential is there for cricket to be developed throughout St. Kitts.
Thank you very much. Kyle? Ladies and gentlemen, remember that Kyle here is a teenager who has actively represented St. Kitts at various levels. He is an opening batsman, and he has also played at the
West Indies on the 19 level.
West Indies on the 19 level.
And recently this year, I was also selected for the West Indies emerging players. So a pool of 21 players from around the region was selected in the West Indies emerging players.
So here we have amongst us an
aspiring.
Not just aspiring, but an actively engaged cricketer.
Yeah. But,
a young man.
A gentleman made a point in respectiveness to the use of the park. In the last couple of years, I can say that I only played a handful of games in the park. And we play games at Connery, but the cricket is not as consistent as it should be. We play cricket 1 tournament per year, and other players from around the region playing 24/7, cricket all year round. Well, in St. Kitts, you're playing 1 tournament per year. So that's a big inconsistency in the cricket, the amount of cricket being played.
Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, as per usual on Frank and Candid, our time has elapsed. It's such a shame. But I want to advise Charles that I'll be contacting him almost as soon as I leave the studio to invite him to speak with his fellow executive members of the St. Kitts Cricket Association, and they can decide which day, Monday to Friday, any day, including tomorrow, they can be hosted here on Frank and Candid, and we will hear the Cricket Association's view. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for being a part of the discussion today, and we thoroughly enjoyed your involvement. We hope that this is the beginning of new things to come for cricket in St. Kitts in particular, and who knows where it might lead. We look forward to engaging you further ASAP. Thank you very much.
We want to thank Mr. Blake for having us too, and it's a good thing we raised this matter that the Cricket Association is going to respond. So thank you again for listening to us. Really appreciate it.
Be blessed.
Thank you very much, Mr. Blake, and it's so unfortunate that we have